Talk and Lagos Listens. Of course, it is our Lunch Cafe midday program, and my name is Kunle Peter, who is director for posting and internship. Turn things around a little bit to hear from a lecturer, and YouTube as well as TikTok at Mainland 98.3 FM, X formerly Twitter. It really connects us via the Radio Guardian platform. A dedicated lecturer at Excel Crest College of Medical Health and Management. He has a strong passion for education and mentorship. I beg your pardon. So he brings a wealth of knowledge and practical insight into the classroom, fostering a dynamic learning environment. Good afternoon, Adeleke Kunle Peter.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much, Rio.
All right, welcome, and thank you for taking out time of your busy weekend.
It was quite demanding.
Okay, so thank you so much. Here from the back.
Okay, all right. So let me use my classroom voice.
Oh yes, classroom voice, lecturer's voice. Fantastic. Okay, so
fine.
Now, in addition to teaching, I know that you serve as the interrelevant industrial training programs, especially in the city of Lagos, and it's no coincidence that we're also the sound of Lagos. That is our slogan. Also, now I want to ask you now, first and foremost,
you are dealing with students, and it's quite a lot of work. For me, it's been a privilege and also a responsibility. Now, a privilege in the sense that I am being challenging or irresponsible deliver what they're supposed to know.
Wow. More of a privilege and responsibility. Fantastic. Adeleke Kunle Peter, thank you so much. A lot of interns here in Mainland 98.3 FM. And of course, like what I always tell them, and like we rightly said, we decided to turn things around and hear from a lecturer's point of view. But we know that SIWES itself, I know that SIWES is actually a student's industrial work experience scheme. And so it's designed to provide, well, of course, the last couple of editions, we had students from different tertiary institutions, such as Olabisi Onabanjo University, Aᴅᴜᴜᴜ. We had students from Bowen, so even from Unilag, LASU, and just last week we had an important halting or the haltage of their academic activities and their exams. So that it has really been auditions that they have done, or they are currently doing their internship.
Wherever there is ops, the observational roles, such that they're not even allowed to engage in the real activity. Just going there to start. Now, I can't imagine a student asked to go for internship in a medical institution or an hospital, for example, and then all you do is the child is being, or the student is what to learn. So they're supposed to actually practicalize all that they have learned. Do not really roles and just watching it.
Exactly.
So when they are not even giving,
we see a lot of soon when their parents ask them, okay, what did you learn? How was your industrial experience? Some of them do 3 months at least. That is the minimum duration of time. So and at the end of the day, they go back to, and when they are writing their
just repeat one activity that all of the 6 months, this is what you have been exposed. And like I always tell people, it's a collaborative effort. People, a time will come, you will not be able to do this thing again. We are just adding everything to what I have known, what I have known. I don't know, but a time will come.
Peter, between the academic landscape, and then they cannot get the experience of the work environment, because they are still students and capacity to thrive in a work environment because they are still students. So they need to still pass through to serve their go to do their compulsory or mandatory NYC program, and then before they now go into the workforce climb or the workforce environment and the academic environment.
All right. So it's one thing to be exposed to a classroom environment.
Okay.
And it's another thing to be exposed to putting to work. They learn, let's give an example of a biology student that goes to learn about, let's say, dissection and all of that, knows about the practical aspect of all of this, being able to put to work what he or she has learned. Now, don't forget, SIWES is more like time. No. It was to retain that understanding about that aspect. And then we make the student do just observation. Then can you do most of them learned about the theoretical aspect of this in the classroom. They learned it. They had a lot. The organization that are being posted for SIWES in the period of those months, or in the street of Lagos, that are
cram stuff. I mean, everybody's intelligent. You can just cram and just hole, and then you form alliance, and then you just 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. Of course, 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. We're streaming this program live via that platform, and please drop your comments. Okay, so we'll get to a point in time. So this is summer period, and I know that most students are on break. If my calculations are right, students on campus, what are they doing? Anxiety that comes with and the tension that comes with exams. Or our lecturer here in the studio, you can call the 00410. That is the number to call directly on. WhatsApp is 0913-600-0430. WhatsApp is 0 SMS format. Please include your name as well as where you're texting from, and possibly your school or your campus face as the lecturer. You laughed at you have to combat with or grapple with in terms of being a lecturer?
Okay, so such that I don't leave a student behind. So this challenge of a challenge, and in Nigerian universities, you can never have class. So that has been the one major challenge for me. Then the other one is the distraction of the social media, and not because you have not done your job, but because they were distracted in the classroom. While you're teaching, some people are pressing their phone. So, and social media age has been quite.
They've prioritized
social media more than
prioritize it.
Know when to use it and when not to use
when
it.
not
But
to
then
use it.
this Gen Z's, man, time very.
Wow.
If you raise on the scale of 100%, it's not even good.
Let's not go there. Director for Posting and Internship, SIWES Crest College of Medical Health. It's more like an up close and personal. And 430. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so I know that you have I just want to ask you. So now I understand that because, like I rightly said, this particular program is actually designed for students of different campuses. Let Lagos listen. And then we've had, like, my interns that are currently in the studio, we've given them the opportunity. So what I do is that I prep them before we go on different schools on different campuses, and we come here, we edit together, and then they gather stories online, and they find they have material. So hoping that we'll bring you back here in the foreseeable future. Final words before we let you go.
Okay, this will mean that these children, or the students rather, are a professional roles. Let's allow the students in that there should be a form of, and even though it's stipends for Ogun State and they are schooling in Lagos and their internship is in Lagos, and we have this particular measures.
It's actually necessary.
When this is ready to grow. So it's one thing to learn in the classroom, is of internship, that they are done with school to also grow. Because I tell people, end up regretting and stating the same story your father. The organization should do this, and then the student should also see.
So much for your time and taking out time of your busy scholastic. Thank you so much, Adeleke Kunle Peter.
Thank you.
And with Sound of Lagos, my name is Rio. We were